to another video. I brought my boy Josh back just to finish up that conversation that we had from the other day, which was a great conversation. Y'all seem to really like it, so I had to bring the kid back. Today, what we're going to be talking about is who had the best off season. Who made the most moves, who had the most like impactful off season, and just what I'm saying, see what type of things can come from it. Would you like to go ahead and start, or who you think who had the best off season, or what's up?
Yeah, I mean, first off, let's see. Let's see. Because there's a lot of teams that made changes. Um, one team, and the craziest thing, I'm gonna say this team, and I think the Utah Jazz, let me be honest. I think the Utah Jazz had the best offseason.
Ooh.
And I know everybody's gonna be like, what about the Boston Celtics? They added
Michael Brogdon?
Michael Brogdon, and then they also added Gallinari, or what they gonna talk about, some of the Cavs, or I think it's the Utah Jazz.
Didn't Gallinari just get hurt?
Yes, he did. He tore his ACL. I think
man,
ACL playing overseas. But bro, I honestly think the reason why I say Utah, because Utah basically did the same thing that Oklahoma City just did. Well, Oklahoma City did 2 years ago not 2 years, multiple years ago, when they had Russ and Paul George, where they traded everything, got young players, and then got a bunch of draft picks for the next couple of years.
Oh yeah, they said
like they set themselves up to get like Victor Wembanyama, or in a couple of years Bronny, if that happens. But
okay,
I honestly think that Utah literally has set themselves up to be successful. Now let's see what they do with these draft picks, because they got, what was it, like 6 or 7 from this year. Matter of fact, they probably got at least 11 or 12 in total, because you got a bunch from Minnesota, and you just turned around and got a bunch from Cleveland. Yeah, everybody's gonna be like, what about these picks? Are they protected or unprotected? These picks, I think, are unprotected, which means that it only matters where Utah lands. So at any point, if Utah's bad, they get those picks. And then they got the best swap. So that means they get the best picks from Cleveland. They get a swap, the worst swap, I think that's what it's called. Because the Lakers are doing that with what's the team? New Orleans. Because New Orleans actually, you know how they made the playoffs this year, but then ended up with the 8th pick in the draft, and it's how? Because the Lakers were horrible, and then they got the Lakers pick because they did the little best swap thing.
Now, did that come from the Anthony Davis incident?
Yeah,
or
that came from the Anthony Davis trade.
Okay.
And so I'm looking at how Utah set up, and I'm like, where's the, like, how did they not have the best all season? Like, all these other teams around them could have gotten better, right? Let's say, for instance, all right, they had these draft picks, and they said, you know what, we want a superstar. They could put multiple picks together just to get a superstar, maybe like Kevin Durant. Like they could go to Brooklyn and be like, hey, give us KD and we'll give you 4 first-round picks, 2 swaps, and another player, and you can have Kevin Durant. Like, I don't see how Utah, like Danny Ainge has done a wonderful job. I know people clown him because he never could get anything done in Boston, but the dude actually worked. Like he actually put in work for this year's Utah Jazz team to be something. But the crazy thing about it is they're not done. Like, they're trying to get rid of Jordan Clarkson. They're trying to get rid of
Michael Conley.
Conley and Bogdanovich. So like they're trying to get people up out of here just to bring young talent in to be contenders, which that's